Okay. Everything is live. So let me just do the announcement. Free weekly outlook. Join here. Okay, perfect. So now I did the announcement for the free weekly outlook on Discord. Let me do the announcement for the free weekly outlook on Instagram too. And then we're gonna be able to start. So, perfect. So let me do it right now. Okay. So let's take a little picture and then we'll start. So like this. Ugly picture. So like this, it's good. Okay, we're now live for the free weekly outlook. So, okay, bam, and then we're gonna add the link and then we're gonna start like usually with everything we needed to do. Oops. I did it wrong. So this is the URL and join here. Okay, perfect. Bam. Then we're gonna add a little music. I don't know what to add. Let's add another music. Okay. Why not? Okay, perfect. So yeah, guys, I hope everyone is doing great. I hope everyone is ready for the weekly outlook. So let me add everything like needed. So this is the pair with as well this everything like we do. So yeah, guys, every single Saturday, we're gonna be doing my weekly outlook for my major Forex pairs and indices at the end if we have time. So you'll see, guys, since the previous week, same thing this time. It did not change that much, but still we had some updates. So we're just gonna go over that. If you have any questions, just don't hesitate to write them down in the chat. So I have both chats open in front of me. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Don't hesitate to ask your questions without any worries. So hi, everyone is saying hi. Perfect. So guys, I know a lot of people wants to go on gold. Gold will be more at the end of the live stream. I'm gonna start. I mean, we can go on gold, but it's just that we don't have that much people watching right now. So I'm gonna wait for more people to join, and when more people will have joined, we'll be able to go on gold or like more popular requests. Right now, we're just gonna start with Euro USD like usually. And don't forget, guys, at the end of the live stream, as those live streams are in collaboration with 4Traders, we will be giving away a free 6K challenge. So yeah, like usually every single week we're doing that for the past 6 months. Okay, so guys, let's start with Euro USD. Let's start with Euro USD to see what do we have. So on Euro USD, as you can see exactly right here on the higher time frame, overall we had a really big bullish range, but since then, we started to break structure multiple times to the downside. So all of those things are actually break of structures to the downside. The structure is not clear. Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Why? It's because of this big break. It's exactly the same thing as I was explaining the previous week. We had a really big break and then we had a really huge range that this pullback did not pull back down to the 0.5%. So this can just be a really big pullback before price continues to push to the upside. So that's why even if we have this bearish momentum right now, it's not really clear if this is just a pullback and then price continues to push to the upside, or this is actually a bearish downtrend. So what does that mean? This means that we can look for trades, but the trades that we will be looking at, the risk that we're gonna put inside of those trades will not be the highest one. We will not be using full risk, because if we use full risk, that makes no sense when the market structure is not clear. Here, this is the case where market structure can go both ways. We can have, like I was explaining, the pullback and then a break because now it came down the 0.5%, or this can actually be a pullback and since then we had a reversal. So this is why we're gonna be trading both sides but with half risk. That way we can actually trade both sides, buys and sells, but we are protecting our capital, and this is what's important in trading. The most important part is to protect your capital with good risk management. If you're not 100% sure of the structure, you're not gonna be entering with full risk. That makes sense, right? 100%. So that being said, what happens is that we broke structure downside here and here. That's pretty cool. That created a new range for the sells. This is the new range that we basically created. In this new range, however, we don't have any valid points of interest. We have one on top right here on the 4 hour. You see we have a beautiful 4 hour points of interest on top right here. That we as well created some liquidity below, as you can see. So the liquidity is situated close to the 4 hour POI. So that means that if price pushes up, it will sweep the liquidity as a confluence, and then if price pushes up, taps into the POI, we're gonna wait for a 15-minute change of character before entering. As we had a liquidity sweep plus a POI mitigation, this trade will be technically stronger according to our probabilities. So but we can still look for this range to see if we have any POIs in that range. As you can see right here, guys, we do have a POI that is in this range, and it's this 1 hour POI right here. This 1 hour POI is valid. Why? Because it's the opposite color candle. So you see it's the blue candle as we're pushing down. It's the bullish candle connected to a little imbalance right here. And we have this empty space where price never came back and tapped into it. So this is a valid POI. Okay. And it's as well unmitigated and above the 0.5% of the fib as I want to sell. Okay, perfect. So this is what do we have for this range. So I'm going to add my alert here. That way, when price will mitigate this POI, I will wait for my confirmation on the 15-minute. I'm going to wait for a 15-minute change of character. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I want to see is my sound on TikTok, because I'm doing the live on TikTok at the same time and I'm not sure how my sound is on TikTok. So let me just listen to it. Okay, no, my sound is really good. So wait. Wait a minute. Why am I wait a minute. Oh, you guys are seeing. I actually never went on TikTok to see how you guys are seeing it, because you have here all of the comments and everything, and it's actually way zoomed in when what I personally see. So why is it so zoomed in compared to what I personally see? That's a bit weird. So that means to have it like you guys see, you actually need it to be like this. Okay, no, wait. I'm so confused. Okay, you guys don't see a part of the chart that I see on my screen. It's really, really weird, and no one ever said it to me. So I'm actually doing my things, and no one told me that you guys don't actually see fully the screen. Ay. That's not good, guys. That's not good. I mean, I will need to fix it maybe another time, but yeah, next time on TikTok, I hope now it's more visible what I'm doing. And for my chart, it's exactly the same thing. You guys actually need more. If I do this, do you see the numbers now? Maybe it's just my phone. I don't know. Maybe it's just from my phone, from my perspective, you don't actually see the numbers, but it's so weird. Why is TikTok Studio saying that you guys see everything and you actually don't? Okay. I think now you actually do see everything. Okay. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Hope that's gonna be better. I hope it's gonna be better. I feel like it's already better. But yeah, let me know. I think it's better. Now you guys see more stuff. Okay, perfect. So let's continue. So yeah, this is the things we have for Euro USD. Okay. Perfect. So I would like to actually move everything more to the upside, but whatever. Okay, so let's now go on GBP USD. So on GBP USD, what did we have? On GBP USD, it was pretty similar to Euro USD, but at the same time, it was more different, okay? So GBP USD, we were bullish compared to Euro USD right here that we had this bearish downtrend. As you can see on GBP USD, we were continuing to be bullish for a really, really long time, as you can see. So what happens as we're really, really bullish on GBP USD? We're going to be continuing to looking for some buys. This was the range. This was the range right here. Then we actually broke through that range with this break of structure right here. And then we tapped into an hourly POY where we caught a trade that hit a around a 1-to-7, 1-to-8 risk ratio right here. This was a trade that was forecasted on the previous week during the previous weekly outlook. We had this trade that we caught during the previous week that I broke down in the community a few minutes ago. So yeah, we got this trade, but now this POY already got reached and used, right? So that means this POY is no longer valid. But if you're looking at the structure, we're continuing to break structure to the downside. We broke structure here and we broke structure here, as you can see. So what does that mean? It means we are looking for some counter trend sells. Now counter trend sells can be valid. To confirm at 100% that we're no longer bullish, but now we're changing to be bearish, we need this low being broken. So when this low will be broken, so with a body closure below, we'll have a reversal. But for now, we don't have a reversal. For now, this range is still counter trend. But if we just push a little bit down, then yes, we would have a reversal, and then price would technically have a new range. So inside of this new range that is bearish for now counter trend, we can look for some POIs. On the 4 hour, there is nothing. But if I go on the 1 hour, we can see that unfortunately there is nothing either. So for GBP USD compared to Euro USD, we don't have anything in this range right here. So what does that mean? This means that right here, this is just some liquidity basically for the POIs above. So right here we have some rest in liquidity, and if we sweep this liquidity, we can actually tap into the POIs, something like this, and then wait for our 15-minute change of character and enter inside the new extreme POI targeting the low. So yeah, that's pretty much it. GBP USD right now, we just have those POIs as counter trends on top, and we don't have anything else. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so now let's go on USD JPY. Let's see if we have any questions. Someone is saying layout. if you want, you can prepare a layout, but you can send me a message and see what do you have in mind. Why the last week did not show in YouTube? I think it needs to be put in public. It's inside the like unlinked. No, how's it called in English? Where you need the link to view it. But I'm gonna change the setting to public so you will be able to find it. Okay. So yeah, USD JPY, guys, we had this break of structure to the upside, as you can see exactly right here. We basically broke structure to the upside here, as you can see, and we created this range. So this is the low, this is the high of the range, as you can see. So as this is the low, this is the high of the range, we can actually identify our valid points of interest in that area. So we have multiple points of interest. We have one exactly right here on the 4 hour, and we have one exactly right here on the 4 hour, and we have one below. Why we still have some POIs below? It's because it's technically outside of only one range. So this low right here can just be considered as some liquidity for the POIs below. We have as well some POIs on the 1 hour time frame. I can show them to you right now. So we have a 1 hour POI exactly right here. We have another one exactly right here with this 3 candle. Let me delete this one so you see it better. So 1, 2, 3. That's a POI as well according to the strategy. And below right here we have as well this 1 hour POI that is as well according to the strategy. So yeah, guys, this is pretty much all we have on USD JPY. We just pushed a little bit more to the upside since the previous week, and then we're just gonna wait for the POI mitigation, break of structure, and continuation to the upside, like according to my strategy rules. Okay. GBP JPY, it's pretty similar too. On GBP JPY, as you can see exactly right here, we got one break of structure to the upside right here. So after the break of structure, what do? We have a low of the range and a high of the range, right? So this is the low, this is the high. When you take the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, you'll be able to identify your valid points of interest. Right here, okay, looks like we have a 4 hour POI. Okay, it looks like we have this POI that is a valid one. But if you zoom in, you'll see that there's one little problem, and this is the little wick that gets out of the POI by a little bit. You see, it gets out of this POI. So there is indeed a fair value gap. Oops. There is indeed a fair value gap exactly right here, right? This is a fair value gap because this is the candlestick wick, this is the candlestick wick. But if you look at it and you zoom, you'll see that there is an empty space between this box and this box. And for me, my POIs need to be completely connected. It needs to be connected like this. And as you can see, as we have an empty space, that POI is not valid. Okay. So that's why we have instead a 1 hour POI exactly right here. And as you can see, now the two boxes are connected, as you can see. So yeah, this is the hourly POI we have, and we don't have anything else except for that POI. Everything else, I mean, price just pushed down and destroyed it. So the only POI left for GBP JPY is this 1 hour in the bottom right here, where of course you can add your alert, so that way when price taps into this POI, you'll be able to look for an entry. Okay. Let's see if we have any questions. Hello guys, hello. KoshKah, the best trader that has the best strategy. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Did you like my initiative? Yeah, of course, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. Should the plan include everything like trading session, risk management rules, entry setups, and confirmation? Yes, it needs to include everything. If not, you're missing some steps and it's not good. Also, what is the ideal or recommended number of trades per week for a trader to stay consistent and disciplined? So, guys, there is no minimum or maximum trades per week. It really depends on how much setups do you have and how much opportunities do you have. There is no minimum or maximum trades that you should aim for per week, as long as you have as long as you stay consistent with the rules, you will be profitable. So I don't have any limit of trades per week. So yeah, there's no number that is better than the other, you know, if that makes sense. And last question, how can we better control our emotions during trading, especially when dealing with losses and missed opportunities? More, guys, more you have faith and more, maybe not faith, but more you have confidence in your strategy, okay? More you trust the strategy. Less you're gonna have emotions as doubt and, you know, being sad of losing, etc., etc. Because again, when you trade, it's all probabilities and it's all on the long term. When you have a win rate and a risk ratio, but more the win rate, it's on the long term. So if your win rate is 50% and you have 5 losses in a row, it doesn't mean the strategy is bad, but you need to be trading the exact same way every single time, and then on the long term your losses will be recovered and you have overall more gains, you know. But you do need to trust the strategy. If, for example, you have a losing streak and then you stop trading, then you will be missing some opportunities because you did not take the trade because you were overthinking, you were afraid, etc. That's why you need to take all the setups according to the strategy without thinking. It will lose, it will win, you can have no control over that. So don't overthink too much, just trade according to the strategy and that's it. You know, that way you're not gonna be having any emotions, because that way you just know that you're doing what you need to do and that's it. You don't need anything else. Okay, that way it's the easiest way of doing it. I was waiting for a week. You said it was doing public. I think I just forgot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it after this live. I mean, I can actually, if you want, guys, do it right now. Put the other live stream in public right now, so that way I don't forget. Let me do it right now. So if I go live, previous live stream, let me show it to you. So previous live stream would been this one. Okay, public and public. I did it. It's now done. So now you have the access of the previous live stream on For Traders YouTube channel if you go in lives. Okay, so yeah, let's go now on USD CHF. So yeah, guys, USD CHF, there's nothing much going on, as you can see on USD CHF. We're just having a really big range right here. So we have a really big range that we're trading in. I'm not a fan of big ranges that way, like that, so I'm just waiting either for a break to the upside, either to a break to the downside. I'm not doing anything in between, because for me that's just a pullback, and I'm not trading pullbacks, I'm trading continuations. So yeah, for now, for me, this is nothing to do on USD CHF. Let's go on USD CAD. So USD CAD was really aggressively bullish, and we confirmed the aggressivity of the price right here. So we had an aggressive break to the upside here, but now we actually indeed confirmed the really aggressive movement. So now those POIs are actually too old. We can focus in this new aggressive range right here, and the previous aggressive range was right here. So this is our two ranges that we have right now. We have a 4-hour POI right here. It's more far away from the current price action, but we do have some liquidity right here, so it could be it could be great. Except for that, on the 1 hour there is let's see if we have something. So yeah, there is this POI on the 1 hour that is good as well with this inducement. Nothing here, so let's see if we have something in the bottom. Okay, nothing here new as well on the 1 hour. So on USD CAD, we actually have those, we have these two things that are new. So we have this 1 hour POY that is new and the 4 hour POY in the bottom that is new too. We do have some inducement and liquidity right here. So this is good. And that means as well, we do have some inducement and liquidity right here too for the POY below. So yeah, we're just going to be waiting for this, and then we're going to see what can we do when price mitigates the POY. AUD/USD, on AUD/USD, as you can see right here, we just pushed up. We created this range, but we did not have anything interesting in that area because price just left without us. And we still have the POYs below right here on the 1 hour. There is nothing on the 4 hour than that. So if I go on the 1 hour, you'll see that we have this 1 hour POY exactly right here. You see this 1 hour POY exactly right here. And we have this 1 hour POY exactly right here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What do we have? That's pretty much it. What do we have? We just wait, and that means that all of those little lows that we just created is inducement and rest in liquidity for the POYs below. So same thing, we're gonna wait for the POY mitigation, change of character, and continuation to the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so this is AUD/USD. Let's go now on NZD/USD. So NZD/USD, we broke structure to the downside once. You see, we broke structure to the downside once. So what happened right here? We actually created a break. But overall, we're bullish, right? Overall, we're having this bullish momentum. And one break of structure to the downside is not strong enough to confirm a reversal. Understand? So what do? We wait. We need another break. If we have another break to the downside, then we would have confirmed a bearish reversal. But for now, we don't do anything. Same thing for AUD/USD. Right here, we did not break any structure. So just be careful not selling too early. Waiting for a confirmation is actually a way better idea. Okay, so nothing to do. Basically, there's nothing to do on NZD/USD. Okay, Euro/GBP. So on Euro/GBP, what do we have exactly right here? We just pushed lower since the previous time, but even on the previous week, we were somewhere in this area when I did the weekly outlook. We swept the liquidity right here before pushing back down, so okay, but we still did not tap any 1 hour POY to look for any sells. So yeah, guys, it's exactly the same thing as we had on the previous week. I mean, now we just created more, we create more liquidity here, so okay, why not? But yeah, that's pretty much it. We just have the older POYs that we had on the previous week, and I have the same 1 hour POY that I had on the previous week. So this is the range. POYs are above the 0.5% of the fib. So yeah, nothing complicated right here, just waiting for the POY mitigation. So as you can see, guys, nothing complicated is actually going on right now. It's pretty much the exact same thing as we had on the previous week on all major pairs. We still have some new ranges, but it's pretty similar. And nothing is currently running on major pairs. So yeah, guys, so let's now go on indices and let's see all the questions. So okay, yeah, gold. Okay, yeah, we can do gold because a lot of people asked for gold, so we can do gold right now, guys, because on gold there is actually an opportunity right now, so we can do gold and see what's going on. So let me do gold first, and then I'm gonna answer the questions that we have. So on gold, what happened? We basically have a really aggressive price action. Okay, a really aggressive price action. We broke structure to the upside right here, and then we had two really aggressive break of structures down up there, as you can see. So we broke structure, we broke structure to the upside here, and we broke structure to the upside here really aggressively. So it created a really small range, as you can see. Inside of this really small range, we actually created as well this POI. As you can see, this POI at the time had no inducement, but as you can see right now, what happened? We swept the liquidity below the range and we had a reaction. So that was a liquidity sweep. So by the time this POI got created, there was no inducement, but now we got a liquidity sweep. So now this is just a 4-hour POI normal, okay? And we swept the liquidity right here. So actually, as we had a reaction, this POI is showing some strength that it can hold. So we're gonna go on the 15 minutes and we're gonna wait for a 15-minute change of character. When price tapped into the POI, the change of character needed to be done here, okay? This is not a valid high, this is not a valid high, it's all internal. So this is not internal, but this is internal. This is just not a valid pullback. So we never actually got a break of structure to the upside. Instead, we broke structure to the downside. So let me just clean this like this. Okay. So instead, we broke structure to the downside right here. So now we are stuck in a new big range. Now we're stuck in a new big range. And now this is the high we need to break for our change of character. Okay, so this is the high we need to break for our change of character. Not this one, not this one, not this one, this one. Because this is the last break of structure that happened. And the last high, that is the highest point connected to the previous low that got broken, it's this high right here. It's the highest point connected to the low. So this is the high we need to break for our change of character. So if we have a break to the upside, we can look for entry. The only issue right now with this setup is that if you're looking at it that way, it's as well the take profit final. It's the hourly high, as you can see. If we're looking at the hourly, if we're looking at the hourly structure, technically we have a break of structure to the upside here, and then technically we have another break to the upside here, and then we're just starting to push down. So that's technically your hourly high structure. So that's the only problem with this trade, is that we cannot have a break of structure / change of character at the same high as the take profit final, because then price would already have reached the take profit without us. The fact that there is a lot of liquidity right here, I'm not a fan of it, because by the time we have a break, we'll sweep all the liquidity and we can just decide to push down. So the alternative right here would be for price to push down and then break structure before invalidating the 4-hour POI. That's a really precise scenario, but that's the only scenario that would make sense according to the strategy. If we don't have that, the strategy is no longer really valid, because right here, this is the take profit final. There's a lot of liquidity, so if price reaches this point without us, there is more chances that then it continues to just push down. So that's why it's better to push down instead first, and then have our confirmation lower, and then enter and target this high. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for what we have on gold. And unfortunately, lower, we don't have anything else except for the POIs. Never mind. We have this new POI as well. So we have this POI here too that is valid. And if I go on the 1 hour, we actually have a new 1 hour POI right here that is valid too. So yeah, if this one fails and wants to just push down, mitigate some lower POIs, we have some lower POIs to mitigate right here. Okay, so yeah guys, that's what we have on gold. A really particular case. Again, everything is recorded, so if you don't remember what I just said, don't hesitate to just watch the recording afterwards. Okay, now let's go on indices. So on indices, we don't have anything new. We can wait for this high being broken to have a new range, but for now we don't have anything new. We still have the older POIs in the bottom right here, the same ones as on the previous week. So yeah, nothing right here going on with this. Is the 4-hour POIs, and that's it. We don't have anything new compared to the previous week. Okay. We had, of course, this range, but inside of this range, we already mitigated the extreme POIs, and we already had a reaction. Okay, NAS, we just pushed down a little bit, so we broke structure to the downside here, but of course one break, it's not strong enough to do anything, like we already know. So we still have the 1 hour POI in the bottom, and that's it. We just wait for it to be mitigated, and that's it. And now let's go on S&P. So S&P really similar to NAS, we just like swept liquidity right here. We can as well consider this as a break of structure. Okay, that's interesting. Here on S&P compared to NAS, we have a little bit of a difference. Those POIs that I'm looking at it are no longer valid. Let me explain you why. It's because we broke structure to the upside here, then we broke structure to the upside here again. So those were our two ranges. Now those POIs are outside of the two ranges, you see. So those POIs are actually no longer valid. We as well broke structure to the downside here, and we broke structure of the previous low too. So as we had two break of structures, that's a way of looking for some counter trend. Right here, if you're looking for some counter trend, we have some POIs. Let's see if we have any POIs above. Okay, so we had some POIs right here, but it got destroyed, and we don't have anything above. But technically, we could have looked for some counter trends if we had POIs on the upside right here. So no counter trends, but we still broke structure here and here. So if price then pushes down and breaks structure another time, that's the rules for confirmation for a reversal. So looking for a buy when we had a sell reversal doesn't make sense anymore. So this POI is too old, but this one, okay, this one would make sense only if price pushes down with a wick, have a reaction quick, and then push up without breaking structure to the downside. If we break structure to the downside here, it won't be valid anymore because that will be already a reversal. So yeah, that's it. For now, there is nothing else to do except for this 1 hour POI. Of course, if price decides to push up, then it will be still valid, but for now, it's not good. I mean, for now, this is the only thing we have. So if we have a new break, we're gonna have a new range, but for now, that's the only thing we have. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for everything we have this time for our major markups. If you missed something, USD JPY, I saw someone asking for USD JPY. So USD JPY, we have a lot of POIs. Of course, we're not entering at any of those POIs straight away, right? We wait for a confirmation. We wait for price to tap into the POI, then a change of character on the 15-minute, and then we enter, okay? Not before that. So this is what we have on USD JPY. We have a lot of things. But everything, of course, is recorded. Everything is on YouTube. So if you missed any analysis, guys, don't hesitate to just go on YouTube and rewatch the recording. Okay. Do I trade weekends crypto? No, I don't trade during the weekends. It works on crypto as well. My strategy works on crypto, but I don't trade crypto personally. Someone say why I didn't accept the collab. It's just because for the collab I'm only posting my own reels. Like I'm not accepting collabs from like outside people for traders or myself or my partners. So that way my feed is more clean. So that's the reason why. But I really appreciate you. I can share the reels that you want in the story, but I just don't accept the collab to keep it more clean. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the pairs. Now, guys, everything is now done. Now it's the moment that everyone has been asking for and waiting for, the giveaway. So how is it gonna work with the giveaway? Really simple, okay? So someone said gold. I just explained gold a few seconds ago, but yeah, basically this is all the POIs we have on gold. Okay, we have a POI right here at price mitigated and swept the liquidity. what I'm waiting for here is a new break to the downside, a confirmation to target the high. If we reach the high right here before giving us, I'm sorry, not right here, but right here, before giving us our confirmation, I would consider the trade gone. So on gold, I'm just waiting for a confirmation here or have some lower POIs there. Okay, so guys, yeah, how the giveaway is gonna work. Okay, so everyone who is on TikTok, you will need to transfer on YouTube if you want to participate in the giveaway. To participate in the giveaway, it will be a giveaway for a free 6K funded account on For Traders. Really simple to participate in the giveaway. I'm gonna be asking a question. If you have the right answer, you will be eligible to participate. So you just need to write For Traders right here on YouTube. If you write For Traders on YouTube, you will find the live stream. So the live stream that we are currently doing is right here on YouTube. You know, you can have it with a better screen, etc. So yeah, you just click, you join right here. It says live. Usually right now it says live. So you click right here and you will be able to participate in the giveaway. So I'm gonna end the live stream on TikTok right now, and if you want to participate in the giveaway, you need to transfer on YouTube. So yeah, you just write For Traders and click here. That's it, and then you listen what I have to say to participate. So yeah, guys, thank you for everyone who is from TikTok. Don't hesitate to see I have way other things on my social media about my strategy. If you have any questions, you can always send me a message on Instagram. And yeah, so see you next week, next time, exactly the same hour at 11 East. We're gonna be doing another weekly outlook. So yeah, guys, ciao. So I'm gonna I sent right here, I stopped the live stream, so now we're gonna be just explaining the rules of the giveaway for everyone who is on YouTube. So let me see if I have any questions. Okay, we had another question that is 104 risk-reward ratio full take profit too small or it's okay? 104 is good. You know, 104 risk-reward ratio is good. There is no issues with that. Okay, perfect. So CHF JPY, guys, it's all in my community. I'm always doing the breakdown of my minor pairs in my community every single time too. So yeah, all of those pairs are always broke down in my community every single week. All of those pairs right here. USD JPY, we have a trade right now, actually. So yeah, guys, let's explain the rules for the giveaway. You'll see it's really simple. There's nothing complicated with that. So first of all, let me explain. Okay, so you have the wheel of names, okay, and this is how it's gonna work. So we are now 30 people, so I'm gonna be selecting 30 people, so I'm gonna be selecting 5 people or 7. Let's do 7. Like that you have more chances to win. So I'm gonna be asking a question, okay? If you have the right answer in the first 7 people who answers, so basically if you are the first one of the 7 to got the right answer, your name will be put in the wheel of names. Of course, if like there's 30 people who answers and only 7 have the right answer, the 7 will be put here, you know? So it's not like the first 7 people, if one of them is the right answer, they will win. It's the first 7 to actually have the right answer, okay? So the question will be asked right here. So for example, I'm gonna ask you, what is a break of structure? And then there's gonna be answer F, that would be blah blah blah, answer H, blah blah blah, answer T, and answer Y, let's say, okay? So you will just need to answer the right letter, okay? You will need to answer the right letter. So for example, okay, if the right answer is F, you will be just writing F, okay? You don't need to write the whole answer, you just write the letter, okay? The letters will be random, so you cannot pre-shot it. Like you cannot write a random letter and hope for the best to be in the first ones, okay? You actually need to write not to write, but to read the question and to answer with the right letters. Okay, so you cannot just write A and hope for the best. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This is all the rules. And as well, I'm going to be selecting people on how I see the names appearing. So if, for example, on your connection, you saw that you answered earlier, I'm going to be looking at my questions. Okay. Am I invisible or my questions are not showing? I answered, Hisham, I answered your questions at the beginning when you just asked them. So I don't know, maybe you missed my answer, but I saw your 3 questions that you sent at the beginning of the live stream. I answered those questions at the beginning of the live stream. So I don't know if you sent any other questions, I did not see them. But if you just sent the 3 first questions, just go back at the end of the live stream, you'll see I answered them. Okay, so yeah, those are the rules. So yeah, guys, as well, you cannot delete your answer and then just write another one. So you cannot just write, for example, one letter and then write another one. And, you know, I'm always going to just take your first answer and not your second. And if you delete a message, that won't count. Okay. Okay. So perfect. Let me just do everything right now. So, okay. Okay, guys, so you will see yourself for a minute while I just write down the question. And of course, I'm going to leave you time to read the question before showing the answers. So, what can I ask you according to what we saw today? Okay. So I'm writing the question down. I'm writing the question down. So, okay, now I'm gonna be writing the answers. And okay, perfect. So I have my question and then I have as well my answers. So that's perfect. Okay, guys, so let me show you first of all the question. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so what makes a POI invalid? Okay, what makes a POI invalid? Okay, those are the answers. So is it L, when it's connected to a fair value gap or an imbalance? F, when it's outside of one range? Q, when it's on the 4-hour time frame? Or V, when we close outside the POI on the same time frame the POI is? So what makes a POI invalid? So is that when it's connected to a fair value gap, when it's outside one range, when it's on the 4-hour time frame, or when we close outside the POI? So let's see the answers. So as you can see, this is the question. I'm gonna leave this here for people to answer. And now let me see the answers. Okay. Okay. It's really how is it called? Really half between the F and the V. So, let's see. Okay, guys. Oh, okay. Interesting. We have a lot of different answers. Okay. So, we had a lot of answers, so I'm just gonna give the answer right now because I already see more than 7 people who got the right answer. So the right answer was, let me show you, the right answer was V. This is the right answer. What makes a POI invalid? Okay, so the right answer is V, like I was explaining. This is, oops. This is the right answer, okay? So why this is the right answer and not F? A POI is still valid, okay? A POI is valid, okay, when it's outside of only one range. For it to be invalid, it needs to be outside of 2 ranges, okay? Not 1, 2, okay? So what do I mean by that is that if we have a market structure like this, okay, and a POI is here, it's still valid, okay, because it's only outside of one range, okay? So this is just some inducement and liquidity for the POI below. So that is still valid. So when it's outside of one range, it's still valid. It's not invalid, okay? But when we close outside the POI on the same time from the POI is, yes, that makes it invalid. So if, for example, instead of closing inside, we closed outside the POI like this, then yes, now it's invalid. Okay, so yeah, guys, hope that makes sense. If you have more questions about that, just send me a message on Instagram. I'm gonna reply to you. But yeah, congratulations to everyone who got it right. Now let's put all the names of everyone who got it right. So the right answer was V. Like we saw, it's the letter V. So we have Glow Hacks YouTube that got the right answer. Okay, then we have Dra2. Then we have Juan. Okay, thanks for the consistency, sharing so much value. I'll watch this later again. Oh, you're welcome. No worries. It's a pleasure. Okay, we have one that got the right answer. Miriam, yeah, that got the right answer too. And we're missing 2 people. So Safe Will and Quinn. Okay, perfect. So those are everyone who got the right answer. Let me see if I did not miss anyone. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, guys, so let's now spin the wheel of names and see who is the winner out of those people. Of course, guys, if you win right now, just saying you this, if you win right now, you're no longer eligible to participate in a giveaway later. That way, everyone have more chances to win. So if you win your funded account, make sure to actually, use this funded account wisely, because you cannot participate again after, to give the opportunity to other people to win a funded account too. So everyone has the chance to trade on a funded account. Okay, so let's see who will be the lucky winner this time, and looks like it's Dra2. So, congratulations to this person exactly right here. You're the winner for this weekly outlook. So let me show you your YouTube channel. Okay, so this is your YouTube channel right here. So yeah, just send me a message on Instagram to claim your prize with a screenshot or a video recording of your channel, so I can just confirm that this is really your YouTube channel. And yeah, guys, for everyone else, really don't hesitate if you have any questions. If you have any questions about the strategy or anything, really don't hesitate to go on Instagram. Right here on my Instagram, you can always send me a message, you can always DM me. I'm always here to answer to everyone, and I have a lot of other videos about my strategy if you need. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for everyone Thank you very much for everyone that joined the live stream, and we're gonna see each other next week, so at the next Saturday, for a new weekly outlook. So yeah, guys, don't hesitate to join us next week at 11 a.m. East, and if you have any other questions, just send me a message on Instagram and I'm gonna reply to everyone. So yeah, guys, have a nice end of the day and see you soon.